guys, welcome back to Story Time with Mommy and River. And we have Gage with us again today because this is his favorite bedtime story. And it is called The Kissing Hand by Audrey Penn. And it is especially wonderful for you parents out there and caregivers to read to your little ones with school starting. It's got a really great moral and some really feel-good moments in it. So let's get into it. The Kissing Hand by Audrey Penn. Chester Raccoon stood at the edge of the forest and cried, "I don't want to go to school," he told his mother. "I want to stay home with you. I want to play with my friends and play with my toys and read my books and swing on my swing. Please, may I stay home with you?" Mrs. Raccoon took Chester by the hand and nuzzled him on the ear. "Sometimes we all have to do things we don't want to do," she told him gently, "even if they seem strange and scary at first. But you will love school once you start. You'll make new friends and play with new toys, read new books, and swing on new swings. Besides," she added, "I know a wonderful secret that will make your nights at school seem as warm and cozy as your days at home." Chester wiped away his tears and looked interested. "A secret? What kind of secret?" "A very old secret," said Miss Raccoon. "I learned it from my mother, and she learned it from hers. It's called the Kissing Hand." "The Kissing Hand?" asked Chester. "What's that?" "I'll show you." Mrs. Raccoon took Chester's left hand and spread open his tiny fingers into a fan. Leaning forward, she kissed Chester right in the middle of his palm. Chester felt his mother's kiss rush from his hand, up his arm, and into his heart. Even his silky black mask tingled with a special warmth. Mrs. Raccoon smiled. "Now," she told Chester, "whenever you feel lonely and need a little loving from home, just press your hand to your cheek and think, 'Mommy loves you. Mommy loves you.' And that very kiss will jump to your face and fill you with toasty, warm thoughts." I'm going to go ahead and do the kissing hand to Gage. So I'm going to take his hand and I'm going to kiss the palm of his hand. Mwah! And then he's going to put it up to his face. And what do you say when you do that?
Love Mommy.
Mommy loves me.
Mommy loves me.
That's right. So anytime you feel lonely, just put your hand to your face. Right, Gage? Do it. What do you think?
Mommy loves you.
That's right. She took Chester's hand and carefully wrapped his fingers around the kiss. "Now, do be careful not to lose it," she teased him. "But don't worry. When you open your hand and wash your food, I promise the kiss will stick." Chester loved his kissing hand. Now he knew his mother's love would go with him wherever he went, even to school. That night, Chester stood in front of his school and looked thoughtful. Suddenly, he turned to his mother and grinned. "Give me your hand," he told her. Chester took his mother's hand in his own and unfolded her large, familiar fingers into a fan. Next, he leaned forward and kissed the center of her hand. "Now you have a kissing hand too," he told her, and with a gentle goodbye and "I love you," Chester turned and danced away. Gonna do the kissing hand to me. I got a kiss so when he's at school, I can put it to my face and say, "Gage loves me," and it makes me feel all good inside. Mrs. Raccoon watched Chester scamper across a tree limb and enter school. And as the hoot owl rang in the new school year, she pressed her left hand to her cheek and smiled. The warmth of Chester's kiss filled her heart with special words. "Chester loves you," it sang. "Chester loves you."
Mommy loves you.
All right, guys. Well, that was a wonderful, wonderful book. And don't forget to get that kissing hand at night or in the morning before you go to school. And you could feel your mom and your dad's love with you all day. Have a great one. Bye.